How's everybody doing? How's she going? Say hi, Dad.
Yeah, hi everybody. Is Alina a little bit late in starting today?
I think I'm a little bit late. We got to reading an article online that was like, oh no, it's already time. Want to say thank you right off the bat to Jim, Harriet, and Yuki for the very kind super chat. Thank you guys as always for coming out. Hope you're doing awesome. Hello to Donna Lynn and Lloyd from Saskatoon.
Yeah,
Saw
hello
that you guys
Lloyd
are
and
on there.
Donna Lynn.
That's
Hi.
our family friends.
Yeah, relatives of mine.
Yeah. As always, let me know if you guys can see me okay, if you can hear me okay. Also, want to say a very happy Orthodox Christmas. I guess we call it Ukrainian Christmas for anybody who celebrates. I know that's today. Oh, we got somebody from North Macedonia. That's a unique place here. Hello to M. Cooper from Vancouver. Hello, Ukraine dude. Hello, Halger from Seattle. We got Andres from Colombia. Very cool. We got people from all over the world to start off our day. So, guys, this is our last day in Cambodia, if you can believe it. Time goes by so quickly, right?
It sure does when you're having an awesome time.
Yeah. We didn't spend that long here, of course. Like, we've only been in Cambodia about, 3 weeks. So I know my videos are obviously, 2 weeks behind. I'm still gonna have, how many videos? Kampot, Bus to Kampot, Siem Reap, Angkor. Yeah, I still got 4 videos that will be coming out about Cambodia. So don't worry, I'm not just going to release, the 2 videos that I have so far. There's lots to see. It just takes so long to edit everything. So I hope you guys will enjoy those. Thank you very much to Michael. Robert from Sydney, Australia. Max from the UK. Christian from Georgetown, Ontario. I think I've been to Georgetown. Maybe. Tom from San Antonio.
All over the place.
All over the place. So, Dad, how would you sum up your time in Cambodia so far?
Oh, pretty good.
Sorry? No, sorry. No, sorry. No. Sorry, guys. We just have somebody here. What was I gonna say? So how would you, sum up your time in Cambodia so far?
It's really awesome, and this place is just really good.
Yeah, Siem Reap has definitely been our favorite so far.
Yeah, by far the favorite. The other places are good too, but this is really awesome. And if you ever come here, you have to come to this place for sure. Very good.
Absolutely. Actually, in the comments, has anybody been to Siem Reap? I would be interested to know. Let's see here. Thank you very much, Max. Tien asks, how's the weather there? Overall, very, very nice. I don't think in all the days that we have been here, it has rained at all. There has been no rain.
No rain.
Yeah, in 3 weeks, which has been great after, semi-typhoons or whatever in the other places that I was in Southeast Asia. But of course, it was earlier in the season, so it's expected. But yeah, the weather has been amazing. Today, this morning, was actually a little bit cooler. I think it was about 20 degrees. Right now, it's warming up, maybe 23, 24, but still like really pleasant.
Really pleasant.
Really nice. So yeah, definitely would recommend coming this time of year, especially after the weather that Saskatchewan has had. I mean, a lot of Canada has had, so definitely good. Oh, Sarah Faye, thank you so much. I cannot wait to come to this part of the world. I love traveling with my mom. You traveling with your dad to this part of the world is inspiring my mom to come there with me. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Sarah. And yeah, I hope you and your mom are able to come check out Cambodia, because it's definitely an underrated country in general in Southeast Asia, because I can't say that any of, you know, my close friends, or even like, yeah, people that are travelers have really, you know, talked about Cambodia or been to Cambodia. So I still feel like the majority of people don't know much about it. Oh my goodness. As always, Jim Ross, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. That is so kind of you. One of my favorite things is a walk and talk with Alina. Now we get a walk and talk with Alina and Dad. Cloudy skies mean it's not as hot as it are. Oh, sorry guys, we're having some technical issues. I hope my connection stays okay. But a big thank you to Jim. Thank you as always. That's so kind of you. And I'm so glad you've been enjoying the videos. It's been a pleasure to make. And technically, I'm only about halfway through my trip. How long have I been away? I think I've been away for like 4 months now, or some, no, even longer. I think I've been away for like 5 months. 2 months in Indonesia, 1 month in the Philippines, almost 1 month in 1 month in Vietnam, and then almost a month here. So I've been away from Canada for almost half a year, so it's been quite a bit. And still I have, how many countries? 1, 2, 3. I still got 4 countries to go. So, and you know, in Japan, I'll just say which one I'm going to be spending the most time in. I'll be spending like 3 months in Japan, so that will be obviously the time of my life. Thank you so much for the super chat, Michael. Thank you kindly. So nice to see you both all smiles. Thank you very much for the support, Michael. Means a lot. Oh, Alex from Reportify Media has come out. Thank you so much, Alex, and Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Dream asks, how much of the trip is your dad going on with you? Well, how much time are we got before you go off on your own, Dad?
Till the January 14th, and then I'm on my own.
So how much longer is that?
A few days.
A week. So my dad actually has a project that he's going to be working on in, well, I guess we can say where we're going next. We can say. We are going to Thailand next, guys. Thailand. So exciting. I thought that that would be a good place that my dad hopefully can't get into too much trouble in on his own. And he's going to be, doing a couple things there with like a really cool organization. So I'm going to be leaving him in Chiang Mai area for about a month. And then since my birthday is in February, he is going to be visiting me for about a week where I'm going to be. So we'll save the next destination as a surprise.
Yeah,
but
save that for a surprise.
The next place that we're going literally tomorrow is Chiang Mai. We are transiting through Bangkok, but you know, it's fairly close. It won't be like a crazy travel day. And yeah, I'm going to be focusing on northern Thailand for this trip, where I'm going to do Chiang Mai, Pai, Chiang Rai, and then to go to my next destination, I have to fly out from Bangkok, so I'll be going down there for about a week, I think. So sadly won't be doing any of the kind of, you know, islands and hotter parts of the country, but the north should be really nice. Let me look at your questions here. Привет, Konstantin. Hello. Yes, Harriet, Jim, and Yuki, I did get your super chat. I don't know, maybe the connection went out when I was reading it, but thank you guys very much for the super chat. As always, I really appreciate all the support you give my channel, so thank you. Max says Thailand is a great place to visit. It has improved immensely over the recent years, much more modern than 30 years ago. Yeah, I bet. I mean, all countries obviously have probably evolved to a certain extent, some more than others, But as me and my dad have been talking on this trip, I think Cambodia has probably changed the most, if I had to take a guess of which, you know, countries have changed the most, considering their very recent, you know, difficult, you know, civil situations where just horrible things happen for so long. For them to be as modern and just such resilient people, and to have, you know, yeah, just the country they have now, it's a world away from what I imagine it was like just 50 years ago. So yeah. Thank you very much to Henry for my friend coming out. Hello, fellow Aquarian. Have a great time to Thailand, Bangkok, Chiang Mai. Thanks so much, Henry, and Happy New Year. All right, guys. Let's get started on this live stream. We're going to take you on a walking tour of Siem Reap. And I think we have really good timing, because literally before we sat down at this park, as we were walking here, I don't know what they had going on, but like all behind me there was, I don't know, some kind of, I don't even know, but like hordes of people everywhere and lots of police everywhere. So I was kind of worried that, oh my gosh, am I gonna have to I don't know, create a different route, because I don't know, I feel kind of uncomfortable walking around live streaming with people with shotguns, not shotguns, machine guns standing around. Just made me uncomfortable. But I think all of that has cleared up now, because I think it was a government thing. Like, I think they had some kind of government procession, so they had like guards everywhere.
Well, they had the stage there,
Yeah.
with a bunch of seats and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I didn't think it was anything like serious, but I just felt uncomfortable trying to live stream there. So I think that has all passed now, so we can stick with the original route that I had planned. So thank you very much to Kelsey for the kind comment. Hello, Joseph. Yuchi said, I went to Siem Reap a week ago. Awesome. Yeah. Good for you. This is definitely such an underrated city in Southeast Asia. Adventure of a Lifetime says that he can't wait to immigrate to Saskatchewan. Good luck. Hope you like it.
in the summertime.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. Let's flip the camera here. As you can see, we are in these beautiful gardens that actually in the nighttime are all lit up with like Christmas lights and stuff. You can kind of see with the Christmas tree that we were sitting behind. Really, really lovely. We actually got into Siem Reap about a week now, and we got in at like 5 in the morning because we were coming by bus from Kampot, and all like the city was in Christmas lights. It was so pretty. And the other really nice thing about Siem Reap is that it is so green. It is so lush with vegetation, and they take really good care of things. Like, as you can see, like all the trees are trimmed. They got all these different kinds of, you know, varieties of vegetation. You know, obviously the main city gardens are very well manicured. So I really, really like that about this city. And the hotel that you can see in front of us, it says Grand Hotel de Angkor. This is actually a Raffles hotel, if you guys know the luxury hotel group. But this is actually the first kind of international hotel that they built in Siem Reap. So if you wanted to stay at a really historical hotel in the city and also have at least a few $100s a night to spend on it, that would be a great hotel to go with, because you are right in, you know, the heart of the city. So let's head on this way and take you guys by the riverside, which is kind of, you know, the main walking area of the city that will lead you to a whole bunch of other attractions. Thank you very much to my friend Henry for the super chat. Look forward to a lovely live stream. Thank you so much, Henry. Very much appreciated. Let's see here. There's some kind of interesting statue that they got up here with lion gods, and I don't know if that's like a flower, the big orange thing. Some kind of sculpture. In front of us is the royal gardens, because there's the royal residence that is just behind it, and there's also a really famous temple that people go to bring offerings in the city. But in there I do see, you know, a lot of like cops and stuff like that, so I don't know what their rules are about, you know, filming in public, so I think it's best that we just skip that part.
You can do some from outside.
Yeah, we can, I guess, do it out from the outside here. But yeah, if you're looking for like lovely gardens to walk in, that's also a nice place to visit. Thank you very much to Victor for your kind comment. Hello. Don't need a tuk-tuk, thank you. The most popular way to get around Siem Reap is by tuk-tuk. I mean, yes, you can get like a grab car. Oh, let's go, traffic's coming. Yeah, you can get around other ways, but you will have so many offers for people offering to take you around on a tuk-tuk. I don't think we can go more than a few blocks without being offered a tuk-tuk. So yeah, that's the most common way to get around here. And what's actually nice is that overall they've given very fair prices, because sometimes, you know, when people when you get a tuk-tuk off the street, sometimes they give you a crazy inflated sort of rate, but overall here it's been fine. And also, if you want, you can just order a tuk-tuk on Grab, which is nice, because then you know you're getting a fairly reasonable price. So yeah, these are, let me actually give you a view here like that. Yeah, these are the royal gardens. Like I said, nothing too crazy, and they're just a nice place to kind of like sit down and take in the view. There is an outdoor gym, if you guys can see across the way, all the kids exercising on the equipment there, really cute. And there's a whole bunch of different bridges that go across the river that they've decorated really, really nicely with all the New Year's and Christmas colors. We spent New Year's Eve and New Year's Day here in Siem Reap, and they actually did have a pretty big celebration, even though Cambodian New Year is in April. Because I looked up, you can be in the picture, why are you moving? No, you're fine. Yeah, so I thought that maybe they don't celebrate, you know, January 1st New Year here, but they definitely do. There was lots of different like street food and just, you know, parties all around that night, so it was fun to spend the new year here. But if you come during their traditional New Year, I know it's sometime in April, apparently things really close down like for a few days, so you kind of got to be careful of that if you're thinking of coming to Cambodia in that time. Oh, I think I missed a super chat from Francis. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing well. They're saying you're camera shy.
Yeah, I'm camera shy, yeah.
All right. Oh, look who's here. Jerry from Calgary. Or Jerry from Hanoi.
Oh, hi, Jerry.
Thanks for coming out, Jerry. Yeah. Hello, Alina and Dad. This is the first time I'm able to join the live stream. I hope Cambodia is not too hot for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much, Jerry.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
That was awesome.
It was really good to meet you.
Yeah, we met Jerry in Hanoi since Jerry had followed my channel for a bit, and yeah, asked if we could meet up. And yeah, we met him there, and he's originally from Vietnam but lives in Calgary now. So thank you for coming out, Jerry. Hope you're doing great. What's that heck here? Somebody's doing the leaf blower, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. I kind of wanted to, well, yeah, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do.
Get by here. And then
Yeah.
You want to go on that side?
Well, I wanted to show people actually this first thing, and then we can cross. Yeah, okay. So Max actually asks, how is Lane Slowski doing these days? Is she still surviving the Canada cold? Thank you for asking about Lane, Max. Well, as far as I know, last time we chatted, it's been difficult. The Saskatchewan people have been hit very hard with the weather this year, but she is surviving. She's a strong cookie. So let's send lots of warm energy to everybody in central Canada. Hopefully the weather gets better.
The weather is nice now.
Yeah, it is getting better. This is a really nice gallery that they have here. And this is a really cool store, yeah, where they have local brands, really fun little knickknacks. And then just down the way here is this really nice outdoor kind of lounge restaurant. It's actually a part of the hotel that's across the street. I came here a few days ago and had a cappuccino. Sure, way more expensive than anywhere else in the city, but such a good cappuccino and such a good environment. And they also have live music in the evening. So if you're looking for a recommendation of a great place to have a drink or grab a bite to eat, really, really like this place. Like, look at all the lush greenery they have here. Like, that's what I love about this city. Yeah, it's called FCC Angkor. Very nice. And a lot of tourists here. Definitely a lot of tourists. More than we were expecting, right? The gringos are out full force here.
Yeah, all the gringos. See more gringos here than back home.
Yeah, it's surprising actually, you know. Like I said, I still feel like Cambodia isn't nearly as popular for tourism as, let's say, you know, Thailand or the Philippines or something. Let's go. But it's coming along. I think people have caught on that this is a really cool place to visit. And yeah, they're just coming out from all over because I hear lots of different languages. It's not just, you know, Americans or Aussies or whatever. There's French, there's German, there's people we met from the Netherlands. Like, it's people from all over.
And they bring their small kids with them too.
Yeah, like it's definitely a family-friendly
so it's
destination.
safe enough that way.
Yeah. So who knows, you know, maybe in like 10, 20 years from now, Cambodia will be like one of the top destinations to visit in Southeast Asia. We'll have to see. So yeah, as you guys can see, there's a beautiful river that stretches for a very long time. Like, I haven't even watched, let me actually stop here, let these guys go ahead. I haven't even walked the whole length of the river because I think actually it would just keep going.
It goes for miles.
Yeah, but what's nice is if you kind of had your accommodation down here by the river, you could easily just go for nice morning walks down here. There's lots of great cafes on the side. And you guys know me, I love a really walkable city. Like, I'm all about that. So to have uninterrupted sidewalk, what a dream. What a dream. I still will not understand why, like, some places in Southeast Asia, even with like the new districts that they build, they still, I don't know, have something against sidewalks and make it just such a scooter and car centric kind of place. I'm like, why wouldn't you encourage people walking and, you know, having space away from the traffic? I really don't understand that kind of mentality. So it's really nice here in Siem Reap that they have such a focus on having things better for pedestrians. And there's even bike lanes. There's even bike lanes on that side of the street for down by the river, but in the smaller streets as well, there's some bike lanes. So that took me totally off guard. I did not expect that. Let's see here. Jim Ross says it's warmed up to around -8 Celsius. Calgary is getting a Chinook this weekend, so above 0 tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's pretty good actually for this time of year. Can't complain too much about that as far as Canadian regular temperatures go. Oh, thank you very much to SFC Paul Fowl. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good evening from Crofton, Maryland. Alina, my friend, it is nice to see you again and your dad. It's nice to see Cambodia, how it has been built up. It definitely has. Thank you very much, Paul. I hope you're doing great, and a happy new year to you. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess if you visit, you know, countries maybe 10, 20, 30 years apart, it's, you know, probably going to be quite a change each time, depending what they've gone through politically. Maybe some places that have been fairly stable, maybe you wouldn't see those kinds of changes. But if a country goes through, you know, some big events, like let's say obviously, you know, what Ukraine is sadly going through right now, you know, once this horrible war is finally over, I know that in, you know, 10 years, 20 years from now, there's going to be some huge changes.
Comes and goes.
All right, guys, can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Let's see here. I think we're back to business, I hope anyway. Arm is getting sore. Need to do some stretches. All right, I think we're back. I hope we're back. I was gonna say something, but I forget. I'll come back to it. Let me flip on here. We got another bridge. We actually spent quite a bit of time around this area. There's a really nice gym over here called Angkor Fitness that my dad went to the other day. Went for a workout. How was that?
Still sore.
Still sore.
But yeah, the bridges are a good reference point to find your way around.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier.
Exactly. All right. I
think.
Yeah, after this one. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. Nice. Nice. Let's stay on this side of the road because there's some spots I want to show on this side instead of the river. Another interesting thing I wanted to mention. So, you, as I told you guys, my dad is going to be on his own. Like, he's going to be around other people who can help him. So, you know, I feel fine about leaving him there, but I've been trying to prepare him, you know, for being on his own. And one of the most important elements to that is Google Maps. Yeah,
Google Maps, Grab, Grab, tuk-tuk, or taxi, or...
And also like currency conversion, right? Because sometimes it's hard with these big numbers. Like here it's like $1 Canadian to 3,000 rial.
3 or 4,000 or
and
whatever.
In Thailand it's going to be $1 to I think 25 baht. So I got him, you know, a currency converter on his phone. So focusing on Google Maps though, it has been so funny to watch this guy try and tap to it.
And if you want to be a millionaire, come to the Asian countries.
Well, yes. $1 million rial is actually only about 300 Canadian dollars.
Yeah, here.
We'll wait for the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at first he was really struggling with Google Maps. And it was funny because there was a moment where I'm like, oh, he gets it. Like he totally, you know, like something clicked or whatever, and then he totally
Messed up.
totally messed up and is like explaining it back to me in the way that's just absolutely not how it works. So I was like, oh my god.
Well,
like,
Google Maps, it's not always right. You have to stop and start again.
yeah, but now he's doing much better, so I'm proud of you for
Yeah, I
trying
found
to
my
learn
way
new things.
myself a few times now.
Yeah, no, you've done good. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show. On this side of the river, there's some really lovely places. There's this restaurant called Malice, which we actually tried in Phnom Penh, which I really liked. So if you're looking for kind of a fancier place to go for Khmer food, I would definitely recommend this location because look how beautiful it is. This location is much more beautiful than the one in Phnom Penh, even though that one was really nice too. So if you wanted a suggestion of like beautiful, high class traditional food, give this place a go. And then also, I went to this place just a couple of days ago, had an amazing experience. A traditional spa that they have here. There's actually a lot of different very good places here. Like once again, the greenery, just unrivaled, so beautiful.
Oh, the greenery just unreal.
Yeah. So this place, Sokhak Spa, their riverside location, absolutely beautiful. Like the interior too, and I pay top dollar here. This
What's
is
top
a great
dollar here?
Well, that's the thing. Of course, you could go to little, places and get a $10 an hour massage kind of thing. So this place was, how much did it come to? Okay, I'll say in US dollars so people understand. It was 35 US dollars for an hour. So of course, like more than triple the price of the smaller places, and not probably, well, no, it was substantially better. I guess I shouldn't say that. It was like substantially better than any of the other massages that I've had in Southeast Asia. But you're paying for like the environment too, right? You're paying for the ambiance and all the nice little extras. So to me, it was worth it. Like it was totally worth it to me to have that experience for 35 US dollars, because a spa like that in Canada or the US is going to be like 150. So while you could get cheaper here, sometimes it pays to pay the extra money to go to the really fancy places that would be substantially more back home. That's the way I look at it. I think I missed a couple of super chats here. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to Anyani for the very cute super sticker. Thank you so much. And then a very generous super chat from Jerry. Once again.
Oh, Jerry.
Thank you. I'm just back to Calgary this morning. Great job crossing the street, you and your dad. I could see the progress. Thank you. We've been trying. We've been learning. I feel like because we started in Vietnam, which is substantially harder. Let's actually stop here. It's substantially harder than Cambodia because there's way more traffic in the major cities in Vietnam. Like this is nothing.
Yeah, there's no traffic.
Yeah,
here
crossing the street here, no problem. Vietnam has like prepared us to cross the street with ease. So we are ready to come back to Vietnam. So thank you so much, Jerry. That's very kind of you. And yeah, I hope Calgary's not too chilly this coming week. Let's see here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
May I help you?
No, just doing a live stream, yeah.
Doing a live stream.
Yeah, just walking around.
Okay.
In here. All right, have a good day.
Yeah. You want to see in here for free as well?
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I actually would have gone in there, but I'm actually in shorts, and I know you're supposed to be, more dressed and stuff. So I'm trying to actually not go into temples unless I'm better dressed, not inappropriately dressed as tourists always do. All right. Look at this gate though, right? This gate is beautiful. Oh, we got Dale Fisher that says been there, loved Angkor Wat. Hi from Windsor, Ontario. Awesome, good job. Great place to visit. Oh yeah, okay, speaking of Angkor Wat, we went, what, 3 days ago? Something like that?
Something like that.
What was your impression, Dad?
Yeah, it was quite awesome. We were there early.
Yeah, we
in the
got up
morning.
the sunrise.
Yeah, early in the morning. So get there before sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, I've been with my dad to the pyramids back in the day we went, and we also went to Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
So we have seen, you know, some ancient civilizations, you know, some world wonders together. So this one was a great one to also experience together. But this was by far the biggest, like, area, the biggest complex,
The biggest
right?
area.
Yeah. Like Angkor Wat itself is the largest temple in the world. So that's obviously special, but it's not just Angkor Wat that's there when you go, you know, visit the area. It's actually the city of Angkor, like the ancient civilization of the Khmer Empire, which was in this area from the 9th to the 15th century. And they built like a whole city where, you know, thousands of people lived in. So there's like Angkor Thom, which is the main part where, you know, the royalty lived and had the palace and all of that. There's also other beautiful temples like the Bayon Temple. So, you know, when you go to Angkor Wat, usually I would hope that you see other things outside of just that main temple complex because there's so much there to see. But it's definitely best to book a tour with a tuk-tuk that can like drive you in between the different areas, because if you were thinking of walking, like, it would take you all day. I don't recommend trying to see Angkor Wat on your own without a tuk-tuk, first of all, and second of all without a guide, because a lot of times, you know, you don't really know what you're looking at.
Yeah, you don't really know where to go exactly.
Yeah, so it's much better to get a guide if you're thinking of going there.
And Alina seen one of her favorite animals there too.
What did I see
The
there?
little monkey.
Oh, yeah, there were monkeys there in Angkor Wat. So if you're scared of monkeys, be careful. My dad's actually a bit scared of monkeys, aren't you?
I don't trust them.
I don't like them.
They have them little hands that will grab everything.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. Maybe some are all right, but no.
Yeah.
Don't have anything that they can grab onto.
Yeah.
One woman tried to pet them.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what she was thinking. Even I.
No,
Don't try and pet the
don't
monkeys.
Don't touch the monkey. Because then he did grab onto her guide's
Yeah,
leg.
of course.
Yeah, don't look at them. Don't give them any excuse to attack you.
Yeah. Actually, let's go in here. So, friends, this is the old market. This is the more, you know, touristy market of downtown. I saw some other markets in Siem Reap, and, you know, they're not as commercialized as this one is, but they do have some really cool stuff here. I don't know, these guys aren't going in. Let's go in another way. But they also have like food here and like really good produce. So this is a market that has everything you could want. Just gonna, hello.
We don't have these things back home.
We have farmers markets,
Yeah,
but
but that's nothing compared with this.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, just reading your comments here, guys. No, Ukraine, dude, we are not accustomed to wild monkeys in public. I think they basically treat them as, yeah, like street dogs, right? They're just chilling on their own.
And if you can't find it here, you don't need
No.
it.
Yeah, they even sell jewelry here.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
trying to
just
find
Opening up.
where's the food part. I think it's like further in down here somewhere. Let's see. I haven't walked around here that much yet. Lots of really beautiful paintings here. I actually never noticed that. No, it's down here. I can already see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right
it's the
down
food.
straight ahead.
Yeah. Aw. Thank you very much for the super chat to Michael. Let's actually stop to the side here. Thank you, Michael. Hey, how are you and your dad doing? Have you and your dad had a very nice Christmas and nice New Year?
Oh yeah, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do anything that crazy. What did we even do for Christmas? Where were we for Christmas?
Yeah, where did we go for Christmas? Where did we go for Christmas?
We must have been in Camp Pot. But what did we do for Christmas? Oh my God, that's not even that long ago. I remember what we did for New Year's, which is we went to a Greek restaurant.
To the Landmines Museum.
That was here, but that wasn't Christmas.
Oh yeah, that wasn't Christmas. Oh, there's so much going on. I have no idea.
Well, we were in Camp Pod, guys. That's all I can tell you. I
can't
literally.
even tell you.
We must
where
have gone
I
out
was.
for dinner or something
Yeah.
like that, but yeah, we didn't do anything too crazy.
I cannot tell you where I was.
Everything blends
It's
in.
just all a blur.
Yeah.
High speed.
But thank you very much, Michael. Hope you're doing well and happy holidays to you. Thank you very much to April coming out from the Philippines. Thank you. All right, we're gonna flip here and we are going to go into the market. Look how nice it is. So much cool stuff in here. The produce is obviously my personal favorite. They got so many lush fruits here. I wish we had this kind of quality in Canada. Let's go this way. Oh my God, the grapes look so good here. Wow. And they even got like, I think dehydrated jackfruit, which is awesome. And then here is the more ready to go kind of food. We got some corn on the cob. Got some different kinds of juices, I think, over there. And got little restaurants in here. Quite a bit of pickled stuff too, which I was surprised about in Cambodia. I thought that was more of an Eastern European thing, but... Oh, okay, one sec. Let's go. Yeah, they have some pickled kind of vegetables here, which I didn't really anticipate in Southeast Asia, so that's kind of cool. Yes, the dehydrated jackfruit is a favorite in Indochina, really crunchy and nice to snack on. That actually makes me want to try it. I don't think I've ever had it. Max asks, is there Tim Hortons in Siem Reap? Sadly, I don't think so. They had it in the Philippines, I think. Yeah. In Manila, I think I saw a Tim Hortons, which was fun. They have Tim Hortons in Thailand. They for sure do. I went to it in Bangkok, and it was so good. It was freaking better than at home, which isn't fair. So I wonder if in Chiang Mai they'll have it, and you can try it. You can have some Tims.
Halfway around the world to go to some place you can do at home.
Well, no, yes, of course, but you try it and see how we're getting ripped off in Canada, that we have Canadian chains that are doing better and have better quality stuff than we do at home. And so we should complain, we should revolt. It's not fair. It's not fair. All right. So let's make our way out of the market here. Interesting stuff. Crabs. Ooh, the strawberries look good. Cherimoya. Lotus root. Cherimoya. Those are like custard apples. Yeah, super good. The mangoes look so good. Yeah, and some jackfruit right there. Avocados are huge here. What? Those are avocados, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, I got somebody behind. I think we got to go out this way, Dad. I think.
Make a comment about the eggs.
Sure. So my dad kept trying to tell me that if we bought eggs, we have to refrigerate them. I'm like, no, that's a Canadian and like US thing. They don't do that in most parts of the world. And he kept saying I was wrong. And finally, we had to like search Google to prove that I was correct. I should have bet money on that because yeah, it's just Canada and the US that like cleans off this sort of film off of eggs that forces it to have to be refrigerated to stay well, whereas in Europe and in Southeast Asia, yeah, you'll never see eggs refrigerated because they don't take off that specific film and it actually protects the egg. So when you go to the grocery store, yeah, you'll never see eggs refrigerated, and my dad had never heard of this, so he was very, very surprised to learn that that was a thing. Let's go out this way. You learn something new every day, right?
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, see, look.
Different parts of the world do something. That was interesting with the eggs.
Yeah.
Because back home, yeah, they wash them, they refrigerate them.
Yeah.
You can't have them out in 30-degree heat.
No, but it's different here.
It's spoiled. They spoil in a day easily.
All right, so let me get my bearings of where we are. Okay, I think I know where I am. Let's go this way. No, thank you. Henry says, you're right. I remember as a kid, eggs were not refrigerated, but now that I'm in the US, I never seen eggs not refrigerated. Yes.
I think when I was a kid on the farm, when we had no electricity, no fridge, we had chickens, and I don't think the eggs, they couldn't be refrigerated.
So then you did experience the
They
alternative.
kept for a couple of weeks. We'd take
Yeah.
them to market we'd get how many eggs, and then we'd have to take them to market where they bought eggs every 2 weeks. And yeah, so I guess they kept all right.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, guys, we are approaching one of the busiest areas of Siem Reap, but mainly at night. It is called Pub Street. And if you're like me who likes to get a good night's sleep, would not recommend getting your accommodation near here because it does get quite loud after about 9 p.m. and kind of keeps going. But this is a fun place to go out in. Like, I highly recommend coming out here, but just not getting your accommodation near here. So during the day, as you can see, they are open. You could grab like lunch at some of these restaurants, but you know, it gets much busier in the nighttime. So to give you an idea of some of the prices that they have here, you can get a draft beer for only 75 cents. You can get some fresh spring rolls for $2.75. Some stir-fried morning glory for $3.50. Some stir-fry with ginger or Asian fried noodle for only $3.50. Very reasonable prices, obviously. No, thank you. And that's the other important thing to mention, and what really took us off guard when we first got to Cambodia, because somehow in the YouTube videos that I watched of other people's experiences here, I don't know, people just didn't mention that they have two currencies here. Like, they have their local currency, which is riel, and then they also use the US dollar. And many places almost prefer to be paid in US dollar. Like, a lot of our bills would actually come and they would be just in US dollar, and I'd have to ask them, what's that in riel? And of course they'll still take it, but like I said, they have a preference for US dollar because it was actually brought in here, you know, after the Khmer Rouge, and they tried to, you know, stabilize the economy once again for Cambodia. And I guess it was the UN that kind of brought in a lot of US dollars to try and help stabilize the currency, and it kind of just stuck. So I believe the current conversion is $1 is like 4,500 riel or 5,000 riel. So yeah, you can use either of those interchangeably. I guess it would make it easier if you're coming here from the US and just have, you know, US dollars with you. But I totally did not expect that, and I thought it was really messed up that when we were trying to take out money in Phnom Penh, all the ATMs that we went to were just giving us the option of US dollars.
And they were in all $100
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to take out, you know, like $100 bill. That's a terrible idea, and to try and find a place to break it. So I don't know. I mean, if it helps their economy, then great, but in a way, like, it's just too many currencies to try and constantly convert, because now that now that the Canadian dollar is so weak against the US dollar, like I think it's one US dollar is 135 Canadian, like it's not good.
It's 140.
Yeah, like it's really not good.
It's
This
bad.
is the worst it's been for a while for the Canadian dollar. So if I see it in the US dollar, I have to think, okay, you know, about 30-40% more than this, or I have to convert it in riel, you know, and think, okay, what is that in Canadian? So it's a little bit confusing, to be honest, but that's what it is. So this, no thank you. You can get a fish pedicure here, guys. Has anybody ever tried this? Because I was considering it. You sit there and yeah, the fish eat your dead skin. So I don't know, does it actually work? I'd be interested to try it out. Oh, I missed some super chats. Thank you very much once again to Michael. It doesn't matter, Alina, me and my partner didn't do anything special either for Christmas. We were at my parents-in-law's house, and at New Year we were just at home watching TV. Oh, that's nice too, because like, you know, the older I've gotten, sometimes you just don't even want to do the whole big party thing. It's nicer to just stay at home. So totally agree with you there. Thank you very much for the super chat once again, Michael. And thank you to Francis for the super chat. Nightlife there is wild. Interesting. I mean, I can't speak on that since we don't really go out.
Well, I don't.
No, well, I don't really either.
More than me.
Our idea is like, okay, going to a place, you know, for dinner at like 8 p.m. I'll grab a drink. He'll have a juice or a water.
Yeah.
And then we're like back home and going to bed at like 10 o'clock. So
It's funny, we go to a restaurant and she orders a beer or whatever, and I have a juice. But when they bring it, they think I'm the drinker, and she's young, she's drinking the juice. It happens quite often.
Every time.
It's
Like
funny.
They never assume that it'd be the girl getting the alcoholic drink and the guy getting like a juice or something.
Yeah, the old guy getting the juice.
So good for you. I think more people can aspire to be like you.
Yeah, well, everybody to their own.
Yeah. So Hang has had the fish pedicure and says it was nice and relaxing. So see, okay, positive. Melissa says, I've heard of those fish mostly in films. And Ralph says, I wouldn't get any other type of pedicure. So wait, you're saying you would get that kind, or
That's what he's
any
saying.
kind?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Wouldn't get any other kind.
Nice. All right, let's go down this street. This is another just like continuation of Pub Street. Just more, you know, kind of like, not diner kind of stuff. No, thank you. Yeah, more like casual dining, I guess you could call it. And there is, you know, local food options as well, like Khmer food. Then you got like, you know, pizza, stir fries. Got some kind of, oh, let's go over here, bar. Little shopping. Oh, we got this when we were here a few nights ago. They have like the frozen, what do you call them? Frozen roll ice cream, or fried ice cream rolls. We had that. More fish
And they have some
pedicures.
more fish here.
I guess that must be a popular enough thing. Aw,
If I sat in there, I wouldn't have any feet left.
because all you have just dead skin?
Yeah, dead skin.
Okay. Harry, Jim, and Yuki, thank you so much once again for the super chat. What top museums should you visit in Cambodia, and will you live stream in Japan? Gordy, you have a fan club here in Virginia. Jim, Harriet, and Yuki.
Oh, okay, thank you.
The fuck? I don't know what that dude is
He
saying.
says you're in the way.
The fuck? It's
He's
a
on the wrong
pedestrian
side
road.
of the road.
He's on the wrong fucking side of the road, asshole.
Or maybe he's British or something, that they drive on the wrong
The
side.
hell? All right, back to the very good question. Let's just actually pop and stop here. So top museums, we haven't been to a crazy amount, but I guess we have been to some of the most important ones, where first of all, of course, the Genocide Museum in Phnom Penh that talks about the Khmer Rouge history in Cambodia, and it was a former prison that they had in Phnom Penh, so that's like the number one museum that people should visit. And then also the Landmine Museum that we just went to a few days ago, just outside of Siem Reap. You take a tuk-tuk for about like 30 minutes. It is actually a ways out of the city, but 100%
Should see.
worth visiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Cambodia is still, what's the proper terminology? It basically still, even though they've cleared like probably millions upon millions of mines, there's still like 3 to 6 million landmines, they say, you know, within the country, and that they're constantly working on clearing.
And a few people get killed every day
Yeah,
because of them.
It's sick. They say 2 to 3 people every single day still die of landmines, because as we saw in the museum, a lot of times they're very inconspicuous.
Yes.
Like you can't even tell, you know, exactly what they are. So it's just absolutely tragic that especially people who are living in more rural areas that maybe don't have, you know, the education
And
of
the
what
kids
to look out
pick them
for.
up and don't know what they
Yeah,
are.
exactly. And they're very easy to set off and can still have power even though it's been, you know, 40, 50 years. So it's still, you know, a very serious problem, but was even worse, you know, decades ago. And so this museum really, you know, gives you information about how all these landmines, you know, came to be. A lot of them came from places like, well, the US obviously bombed Cambodia and dropped a whole bunch of landmines as well. That's one of the cases. But then the Khmer Rouge was also using landmines against their pseudo enemies. So, you know, a bunch of just terrible things in that period. And this museum is actually the work of this one guy who was, I think his name is Aki something, who was a child soldier in the Khmer Rouge. Like he was basically forced into his position to be in that group, and he himself was planting some of the landmines, was basically forced to while being in that group. And so now he's kind of made it his life's mission to clean up all of those landmines, and they were saying he's cleared like thousands of landmines.
Oh, thousands.
Thousands
like, I
of
don't know how
landmines
many.
on his own.
50,000
Yeah.
or I don't know. It was unreal number that he's cleared himself.
Yeah.
And the old dangerous way too.
Yeah, without like all the metal detector and equipment that they have nowadays to make it safer. He was doing everything basically, I guess, like with the stick, you know, looking through anything that it hits that looks like a landmine, and then being able to safety it. So absolutely crazy. So to get to my point, you should go visit that museum. And then also here in Siem Reap, there's the Angkor National Museum, which goes over the Khmer Empire history, focuses a lot on the religion that they have had here, which is now primarily Buddhist. So that's another great museum. And yeah, I say those would be like the top 3 that are 100% worth checking out. Yeah, Uncle Steve says his name is Akira. Yeah. Yeah, Aki Ra, that was his name. Like, Aki is his first name actually. Aki, and then his last name is Ra. Yes, that is his name. Thank you very much, Max. It's nearly 4 a.m. here in the UK. It's still fun and a joy to see Cambodia. A huge improvement over the Khmer Rouge days. A big relief to see this. Thanks, Alina and Gordon. Thank you, Max. Much appreciated to stay up and watch us at 4 a.m. Dan says, your father is in fine form tonight. I'm enjoying his comments.
Oh, thank you. I guess practice makes perfect.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
I need a lot of practice yet.
Yeah.
Alina's trying her best to train me.
You're doing great.
It's a long, slow process.
Yeah. Really appreciate all you guys coming out. Thank you. Sasso says, hi Alina, greetings from Fort Lee, New Jersey, I assume, NJ. Happy New Year to you and your dad. So enjoying your travels together. Enjoy Thailand. We're heading there next week. That is awesome. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, and Happy New Year to you as well. All right, guys, let's head on. Let's go this way. Go across the street here. Yeah, okay, I think I remember. Yeah, we go straight down here and then we're gonna go to the other side of the river. Whoa, that was a close call on the scooter. There's a guy that says, tell your dad the snow is waiting for him in Sask.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Not for a while though. Still got a few more months. Like technically, my dad is going back to Canada March 3rd. Yeah, March 3rd. He's gonna be back in Canada. So you still got 2 months, Dad.
Yeah.
You still got time to soak in the nice warm weather. Nice big elephant.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a store that I would really recommend to you guys. We're gonna pass it in just a minute. Not this one. Zando's kind of like cheap quality stuff. And you know, even though it's a cheap price, I would say it's not worth it. But right beside it and kind of attached to it is a brand that I believe is a Cambodia brand, but I saw the clothes are made in Vietnam. But the quality for the price is fantastic. I bought a dress from there a few days ago. So it's just on the side here. I can't actually remember the name off the top of my head. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's called Gatoni. Really like their stuff. They got men's stuff too on the second floor, but I bought, yeah, a dress from here for like 35 Canadian dollars, and that was full price. Like they got really good stuff on sale too. Really good quality, like natural fabrics. Yeah, very, very good. So that's a recommendation. Oh, if anybody wants a SIM card recommendation for Cambodia, we have been using Smart. I think that's overall the most popular company that they have here for cell phones. So that's what you can look for if you come to Cambodia and are wanting to get a SIM card. It's worked fairly good for us. And yesterday, actually, my dad's SIM like ran out because we actually only got a SIM card long enough for 3 weeks for whatever reason. And yeah, his ran out yesterday because I had reset mine earlier. And Dad, how much money did you pay for how many gigabytes?
What was it, 10 gigabytes?
Yeah, 10 gigabytes,
$1.
$1 US.
Can you believe that?
It only lasts for 1 week, so it's not, you know, for a long period of time, but like that is outrageous, right? Like that is absolutely outrageous. 10 gigabytes of data for $1 US. I've never seen like prices actually that low, I don't think. So amazing. All right, let's cross the street here. After this tuk-tuk. Let's go, let's go. There we go. Great.
Another bridge.
Another bridge. Ukraine dude asks, I thought your dad was going to leave on January 14th. Is he traveling alone? Yes,
Yeah,
he
on
is.
January 14th, I'm on my own.
I'm dropping him off.
Yeah, you won't
And-
hear from me again for a while.
No, you will. By the way, for anybody who wants to follow my dad, follow him on Instagram, The
Oh,
Wandering
God.
Senior. That's what your handle is, right? I made his handle and
Yeah,
now I
she
forget
made it up.
But yeah, go follow him on Instagram
I'll try
because
and put stuff on there.
yeah, you should keep posting.
Yeah. And then you'll see what I'm up to.
So look at this lovely bridge, guys. I really love how nice they've made all of them.
And I'm sure it's true where big screen.
And it's nice at night because they actually have lights on a lot of the bridges. I don't know if you can really
Yeah.
see from here.
There's 2 more bridges that way.
Very nice. Melissa says, really? He's not going to humor us next week?
Well, I'll humor you.
He'll humor you. But yeah, so he's got a project that he's working on in Chiang Mai with some really cool people, and
Well,
so
it's not actually in Chiang Mai.
well, it's outside of Chiang
It's
Mai.
outside of Chiang Mai.
Yeah, so he's gonna do that, kind of do, you know, touristy things too. Probably maybe do like a weekend trip to
On
like
the
Pai or
weekend,
something.
Come back to Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
do some.
So
Tours.
he'll be there for basically a month on his own, and then yeah, he's gonna come visit me for a week in the place that I'm gonna be for my birthday, and then he's gonna fly back to Bangkok. Because that's where you have your ticket back to Canada
Yeah,
from.
back to Canada.
Yeah,
so.
so that's what's happening with that. I think it'll be good for you. I hope, just like a parent sending their child away, you know, with graduation, all you can do is you hope you taught them enough to make good decisions and figure out the world on their own.
See, when you're a kid, your parent tells you what to do. When you get old, your kids tell you what you should
look
do.
after you. Yeah. So
So you end up back a kid again.
how the turntables turn,
Yeah.
as they say. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. Like, I'd be more worried if you were trying to move around like on your own, you know, like if you were going to like a whole bunch of places and trying to figure it out, you know, in new places on your own, I'd be more worried. But the fact that we're gonna get a week together in Chiang Mai, and, you know, I'll help him get his SIM card. I'll help him kind of, you know, understand the basics of how to get around the city. I'll find you, you know, places, you know, that you'll need, like, you know, a good gym, good restaurants, whatever, and stuff. And then he's basically more or less staying around Chiang Mai area for that whole month. Thank you. So yeah, I think you're gonna be fine. I don't think we have that much to worry about. But yeah, then you got to get on the plane
Yeah.
to
She
come
says
see
not
me.
too much to worry about, but she's
Yeah.
still going
Oh, I'm
worry.
still gonna worry. That's for sure. Yeah. Oh, see, Travels of Angel says, yes, I followed him on Instagram the other day. See, yeah, you got a follower.
I see.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Amazing. All right, guys, we're already, it's been 70 minutes, so a little bit over an hour. We've been doing the live stream here. So I think in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to be signing off. So if you have any other, questions or comments you want to make, please do that in this next little while. I'll cross here. And then, yeah, I think we're going to sign off
Alina
here.
tells me I'm not ready to put stuff on the YouTube channel. I should stick with Instagram.
Well,
so I learn a few things first.
Instagram is substantially easier to know how to operate.
Yeah.
To put out a YouTube video and then to know all the behind the scenes stuff of YouTube, far more complicated than Instagram. So
and this morning she was doing last night some voiceover, and I said, you think I could do that? And she just laughed. She said, no,
you're not ready for voiceover.
You're not anywhere near ready for that.
So maybe someday though, maybe someday. Okay, we got to focus on crossing the street. All right, let's go. You'll get there, but I'm just trying to make it easier for you. Instagram is substantially easier to know how to operate. So start there and then work your way up to YouTube.
I only got one way to go, is up.
Only up from here, right?
Yeah, I can't go down. I'm at the bottom now.
Once you hit rock bottom.
Not as far at the bottom as most of my friends. They have no clue.
Just throwing your friends under the bus, huh?
Yeah. They're good friends, but they're not.
They're pretty incompetent when it comes to technology.
Can't do Messenger. Well, you got one guy, he can do Skype, but I phone him Skype. He doesn't phone me.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. It's hard, It's
you have to do it a lot to learn it.
Technology changes so quickly, Even for me, I, didn't actually do TikTok for quite a while because I was like, I don't know, this is very different from Instagram or YouTube and stuff. And, all the different kinds of transitions and cool videos that people were putting on TikTok. I'm like, I have no idea how to do any of that. So it's I can't imagine for people who are older that have never used this kind of social media stuff, how overwhelming it must be for them to try and pick it up now that it's so developed.
Well, I had no internet come in when I was probably 45 years old or so.
Yeah.
45, 50 years old before there was such a thing as internet.
Yeah, that's very true.
And when you grow up as a kid with no electricity, no running water, no natural gas heat, is much different.
Yeah, of course. It's totally different.
No cell phones.
Yeah.
A party line rotary phone.
Well, you're really aging yourself by talking about that. I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, she went and I should show her if there's such a thing in a museum, show her the type of phones we had. We were on a party line. So you could rubberneck on the neighbors if you wanted.
People don't know what rubberneck is. That's also aging yourself.
That's a old term.
Listen in on people's conversations for those of you who don't know what that means.
Yeah. See, us older generation, we have terms the younger generation have never heard of.
Exactly.
So when we get together, we can talk about things and the young people don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, there you go. That's a benefit.
Yeah.
Robert asks, Alina, what's the best, or in your opinion, you would choose for, is that supposed to be 6 months of travel and medical coverage for Southeast Asia? I think that's the question, if so, for Robert. So I don't know if you guys watched my video of Hoi An, but that was actually sponsored by this company that I personally use for my travel health insurance called Passport Card Nomads, that I think is very ingenious for how they do their insurance. We're sure most insurance plans nowadays, let's be honest, they're more or less all the same of the coverage amounts and approximately around the same in cost, but what makes this company different and why I was happy to promote them is that they send you a prepaid Visa card that you use directly to pay for your treatments, which I think is fantastic, because imagine you get like a $20,000 bill, heaven forbid. Let's stop here because I think I'm going to end the live stream here. Maybe. Yeah, let's say you get a big bill. You want to have that on your credit card, and then who knows, by the time, you know, the file is claimed, the claim is filed, all of that kind of stuff. I prefer to, you know, have somebody else's money be on the line. So I have a link for it in my description of all of my videos now. If you want to check it out, I would appreciate it, because it is basically an affiliate link where you pay the same price, but I basically get in the good graces of this company that I'm happy to partner with. So if you do end up purchasing it, obviously no pressure, please use the link in my description. But having said that, it's only for people who are, I think, up to 45 or 50 years of age. So that is the one discrimination with that. If you're older than that, then my secondary recommendation would be Heymondo. I think they offer coverage up until age 65. So Heymondo is the one that I used for entry to Thailand because I needed a much higher amount, and this was before I knew about Passport Card Nomad. So that's another company I recommend. And then if you're this guy's age, unfortunately you don't have that many options, and they're all very expensive. So he had to get Blue Cross Canada, and even though he has no pre-existing conditions, you know, he should be a clear bill of health other than just his age, but you're still basically paying $300 a month, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
what
it's
it came out to.
$1,100 or something.
Yeah, for 100 days.
For 103
So
days.
I'm paying $50, $60 a month. He's paying $300.
Yes.
So that's what really sucks about traveling when you're older, is that your travel health insurance is substantially more. So that really, really sucks. But I hope that helps. I hope that gave you a range of suggestions. Big thank you to Rahul for the super chat. Very cute. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're doing well. Oh, there we go. I hope you're doing well, Rahul, and a very happy new year to you. Thank you so much. Ukraine Dude says credit card. So yes, actually, if your trip is less than, usually I think the max that they'll cover middle-aged people for is up to 30 days. That's most credit cards, travel health insurance. But like me, right, I'm going for more than 30 days. There's no point in me even getting that because my trip is longer than that. And then for seniors, they actually cut it down to a week. Most credit cards that give you travel health insurance will only cover people over age 65 for a week-long trip. So be very careful if you're ever relying on credit cards, travel health insurance. It usually, you know, gives you the bare bones of coverage, and usually not for a long amount of time. I actually learned that when I worked at Flight Center, so be careful with that actually. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question here and give you one more view of the river, because it's so beautiful as we walk on over to this side. And another recommendation is this place, Temple, I think it's like restaurant and cafe, has a really nice upper lounge, and then also Brown Coffee, great place to work just down here, really nice coffee shop. But just wanted to answer the question from Non-Central. What is the average budget for visiting Cambodia for 1 month? Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, very personal thing, first of all. Like, really depends, you know, what quality of living you kind of want here. But I would say, well, let's just give an example of what we've been paying. I guess that's all we can really give you. I would say that me and my dad would be considered to be mid-range travelers, where we're staying at kind of more or less, you know, 3-star hotels. Sometimes we stay at nicer ones, maybe a 4-star hotel like we did in Hoi An, where we got such a good deal. It was like $45 for such a nice hotel, and that's Canadian dollars. But here in Cambodia, I would say our average hotel has cost 30-40 Canadian, which for the US, yeah, would be quite a bit less. Maybe like 25 US dollars to 35 US dollars, maybe even technically less with the exchange rate. You can get actually a pretty nice room for that amount of money in a central area. And then we basically eat out all of our meals. And yes, we do go to the more probably Western kind of places that cost more on a whole. Of course, we'll go to more local places too. But I'd say in a day, we're probably spending in US dollars, maybe about 20 US dollars each for food. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we more or less spend $20 each for food. And then transit is overall very little, probably less than $3 a day each, because we usually stay in a city central area and we walk everywhere. And if we do take like a tuk-tuk or a grab, it's like a few dollars every time, and then we're also splitting the cost. So our transit budget is also very low. The attractions here actually can be a bit expensive. That's the one thing that I'll say in Cambodia I felt is quite a bit more than in other Southeast Asia countries. The most expensive obviously being Angkor Wat. That was one of our biggest expenses, where the ticket to get into Angkor Wat for one day is 37 US dollars. And then, like I said, I highly recommend getting a tour guide and a tuk-tuk to drive you around. So it was $40 each on Airbnb to get a private tour. So we basically spent, you know, with tip and let's say with lunch, more or less 100 US dollars to go visit Angkor Wat each. But that's with all the bells and whistles, but still, like that's expensive, right? So there was that. And then like the National Museum here, for example, is 12 US dollars to get in. So to me, that's actually quite expensive for attractions in this country. Like 12 US dollars would be like 17 Canadian to get into a museum. Like that's a price that you would pay in Canada to go to a museum. So somehow I feel like those prices, I don't know, to me are quite inflated and don't really make sense, but you know, that's what they cost. I'm happy to support the local economy, but that's just something to keep in mind, that some of the attractions in Cambodia can be quite expensive. So yeah, budget for the whole day for us usually is less than 50 US dollars a day, I would say, on average. If you average out everything we did and you're sharing, let's say, a hotel room with somebody and you're staying in more mid-range places, you can definitely get away with less than $50 a day. All right, I think that is all we are going to chat about today, guys. I really appreciate all of you coming out. This was lots of fun. Thanks for being my walking buddy, Dad.
Oh, yes.
You're a great co-host. You could have your own show, you know. You could do your
told
own show.
me I wasn't ready for that.
In time, grasshopper.
Grasshopper. No, I'm grasshopper.
Yeah.
I think I'm
You'll
more
learn.
of a turtle.
A turtle. That's actually good.
Or my friends call me dinosaur.
You're a turtle dinosaur.
A
there
dinosaur,
you
because I'm so old.
go. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, this is where we are going to end the live stream. And yeah, like I said, we are off to Thailand tomorrow, so that's exciting. I'm gonna try and do obviously some live streams. I don't know if I'll do one from Chiang Mai. I'll have to see what Chiang Mai looks like. I actually don't know how good it will be. It probably will be all right. So maybe in about a week, I'll either do Chiang Mai, or in maybe 2 weeks from now, I'll do Chiang Rai. So let's see how things go. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're healthy, and I hope you have a great start to the new year. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.